Hello, Nikolai.
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm fine.
It's good. David, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
You look cold.
Yeah, yes, yes. I'm in Shanghai now, so it's quite cold now. Yes,
Where are you now?
I'm in Shanghai.
Ah, oh yes, yes, it's cold. It's November. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. That's why I wear so
Yes.
much clothes.
Have you met Nikolai before? You have, haven't you?
I think now.
Yes.
Yeah?
No?
I
You
don't
haven't?
remember.
I know I had class with both of you before. I just don't know if I had class with you together. That's what I can't remember. Okay, let me put you as present in class, just in case somebody doesn't turn up. Okay. So introduce yourself to Nikolai and David.
Okay.
Tell him, uh,
Hi.
tell him about your job as well.
Okay. Hi, Nikolai. My name is David. I'm from Taiwan. Now I'm living in Shanghai for 3 years. I am an engineer.
Hmm.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Nikolai, introduce yourself to David.
Hi David, my name is Nikolai. I'm from Siberia. Right now I live in Barnaul, but next Friday I will move away to St. Petersburg for work. I'm system administrator.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, he cold is a whole different thing for Nikolai. Cold is like a lot of snow.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Eliab.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm good, I think. Do you know David and Nikolai? Have you met in class before?
No.
Okay, so let me tell you, Nikolai is living in Siberia now, but he's going to move to St. Petersburg. He's a system administrator. And David is an engineer,
Yes.
and he's living, well, he's from Taiwan, but he's living in Shanghai. So it's cold for him because he's not used to this type of temperature.
Yes.
It's quite warm in Taiwan. Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, Eliab, tell everyone where you are from and your job, please.
Well, I'm from Mexico and I live in Mexico City. And I don't work because uh, I am writing my thesis because the last June I graduated to university.
Hmm.
I studied engineering, communication and electronic engineering.
Okay, so education and electronic engineering. Nice. Okay. Well, we should start because people usually come within the first 4 minutes, and the three of you are here, so it's grammar and a lot of it. It's a lot of it. So I suggest that you save this to your PDF to your computers, okay? Because yeah, it's 40 pages today. So let me share my screen with you. Oh no, it's not grammar, sorry. I just had grammar. This is skills, sorry. But it's still 40 pages, which is
Yes.
a lot for a Lingoda class, 40 pages. Wow. So please read the screen. Nikolai, time to wake up, Nikolai. Come on, come on.
Practice talking about variability of information on social media. Practice talking about the privacy and security of social networks. Practice debating pros and cons of social media profiles and giving your opinion on social networks.
Mhm. And David.
Social media has revolutionized the way we take in information and communicate with each other. There are more sources of news than ever before, and information can go viral incredibly quickly. At the same time, many boys have raised concerns about privacy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so people are concerned about privacy because social media is, is a very big deal now. Do you understand what they mean when they say can go viral? What does that mean?
Mm-mm.
Uh,
No.
Eliab, do you know?
Information can go viral incredibly quickly.
What does it
Well,
mean?
that in 1 minute maybe or 5 minutes, uh, one new can be in all world.
Mm-hmm.
All people can know what happened in Mexico or in Russia and in with
Yeah,
using internet. Yes.
yes, you're right. In with social media, it's
Of
like
course.
spreading information really quickly. They describe it like a virus. If one person gets a cold and you stand in that room, within minutes, everybody has that. That's what they mean viral. So if one person shares a piece of news with Nikolai now, by the end of the day, everybody in Siberia knows this news. Yeah, it spreads really quickly. Okay. So what are some well-known social media platforms that you and your friends use regularly, Nikolai?
I use VK.com. It's in Russia. It's same as Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I use Telegram. I
Mm-hmm.
use WhatsApp. Uh, um, that's all.
Yeah, you don't use Twitter or anything like that?
I have an account in Twitter, but no, I don't use it.
Mm, I'm like that as well. I very rarely use my Twitter. I should use it a lot more often, but I don't. What about you, David? What social media do
I
you use?
I usually use Google and Facebook and Instagram.
Chat?
Yes, WeChat and Line app and YouTube. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about you, Eliab?
Mm, I usually use Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, WhatsApp, and that's all. YouTube.
Yeah. I think everybody in Mexico uses WhatsApp. I started using WhatsApp in Mexico.
Hmm.
Yes,
It's
it's very
everywhere.
common.
It's like it's instead of using it's easy actually because in Mexico Wi-Fi is everywhere for free. So yeah, it's easier
Yes.
than using your phone to call people. You just use the WhatsApp. Okay,
But
so sorry. Um, which places do you get your news from, Nikolai? Where do you get your news?
Internet.
Okay, and
I
what about you, David?
Uh, YouTube or Facebook.
You get your news on okay, yeah, you can get the news on YouTube, but you
Yes.
get the news on Facebook. Okay, and what about you, Eliab? Where do you get your
mm,
news?
Facebook.
Okay. So where do you get what internet science do you get the news on, Nikolai?
um VK.com.
So that's social media as well, right?
Yeah, but in the social media there are many publics of news on newspapers on our local.
Okay, okay, I understand.
and they posting their news in that publics too.
Hmm. Okay. I guess, yeah, I understand that. It's like I used to look at Google News when I was in Italy because I couldn't read the Italian newspaper. So I used to do Google News, and I would get news from all over the world and all over Europe. It was good to keep up to date, really. Um, what about other information? So um, when you want to search for other information, where do you look, Eliab?
Mm, mm, in Google.
Yeah. For your, like, for example, for your thesis, did you use the library more or did you use Google more or other websites?
Only use Google.
Oh, it's good. So you search on Google and then you get some articles and stuff like that.
Yes.
Cool. It's good. Okay, David, what about you? When you want to search for information, what do you use?
Mostly I use Google because it's too powerful.
Mm-hmm. And Nikolai, what about you?
Um, I use Google.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So please read the screen below, Eliab.
Information is more accessible than ever before with the availability,
Availability.
availability of the internet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Opinion. Nikolai, please read the screen below.
Do you agree with the opinion stated in the article?
Okay. So this one, stated.
Stated. Oh.
Mm-hmm. And newspaper. Please read the screen below, David.
It is a very popular local newspaper.
Mm-hmm. And media. Please read the screen below, Eliab.
The story was released on a major media platforms.
Mm-hmm. Social network. Please read the screen below, Nikolai.
Many people these days access the news through their social network.
Mm-hmm. Blog. Please read the screen below, David.
I follow a very interesting blog about climate change.
Okay. Do any of you read any blogs?
Sometimes.
Yeah. What blog do you usually read, David?
Oh,
What's it
okay.
about?
For example, if I go travel, I will see someone blog. Maybe he traveled this place before, so I will see the information. Maybe I can get some useful.
Useful tips about where to go and things? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I do that sometimes too. What about you, Nikolai? Do you follow any blogs?
Um, no,
No? Okay.
no.
What about you, Iliab?
Yes, when I want know opinions about technology.
That's a good plan, actually. Okay. Reliable. Please read screen below, Iliab.
Are you sure that it's a reliable source of news?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nikolai, please read the screen.
There did you find that information? What is your opinion on the construction of the new dam? Media is a big business in today's technologically innovative world. I can't stand the style of that newspaper.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And David, please read the screen.
Social networks has a range of benefits and drawbacks for users. How much of your news do you read online? Maintaining a blog can be a very portable venture. that website is not a reliable source of information.
Okay, so profitable.
Profitable. Okay.
So do you think the social networks and the websites where you get your news is very reliable, or might you get fake news on your sites? Eliab.
Mm-mm.
You mentioned that you get news on Facebook. Do you think they give you reliable news information?
Uh, I use Facebook because uh, I follow some newspapers,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's mm, I can found I can find some news with Facebook because I use follow the newspapers, and if if I see some new important new, I search on Google what happened,
Ah,
what
so you,
mm,
so you,
yes,
you
what's
double
happened.
check. You double
Yes.
check your sources. That's good. Okay. What about you, Nikolai? Do you think your news source is reliable?
Um, I I think that some internet sites is a reliable sources of information. It's official sites of newspaper or of news companies.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. What about you, David? You said you
Uh,
use some social media sites as well.
yes. And I think it's reliable, but I always keep a question for this source because it's personal opinion. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe you should double check or do some research for confirm this information is true or false.
So when you look on social media, do you think that the news that you get is subjective
Yes.
or objective?
Mm, see, subject.
Hmm. So where should you go to find objective news information, do you think, David?
Let me see. Objective. Uh, where do I find such? Maybe use Google.
Hmm. Yeah, I tend to use BBC
Okay.
on their website, um, and as well, like I said, when I was in Italy, because I couldn't read any Italian, I just used Google News. So I could
Okay.
have it straight onto my phone, and it's quite good. Okay,
Oh,
let's continue here. So read the article about news media, and then if you find any vocabulary that you don't know, we'll discuss it, okay?
Hmm.
So please read the screen. Who did not? Let me see. Yeah, one, two. Iliam.
Yes. New media has been transformed in the last decade,
Decade.
decade by the appearance of new forms of media online. Many social networks provide personalized news through their users' feeds. Rather than a traditional newspaper or journalist, social media works as a platform to source news stories from a range of sources online. Blogs, opinions, online blogs, opinions, and audiovisual content. content. Users of social media can reproduce content by sharing or posting on it on other sites. This can cause a topic to go viral, spreading quickly across the web.
Yeah. Have you ever done that? Have you ever posted news that you saw somewhere else on one of your social media sites your friends could see? Ilya,
Can you repeat,
have you
please?
ever, when you saw some news that you thought was very interesting, have you ever posted it on a social media site that your friends use so they could see it
Uh,
too?
yes, or maybe, or sometimes I sent a message with the link.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Nikolai? Have you done that?
Yeah. Actually, I post any news about some concert in my city. Then
Mm-hmm.
I post link, I post a picture, and write some sentences about, wow, it's super concert, I will go, and you, and something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good plan. What about you, David? Do you do that as well?
Yes, I will do that when we have a trip and travel. We My friend and I will have a group chat and we will collect some useful information. We will copy the link and share everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, please continue reading, Nikolai.
um, there are many drawbacks to consuming news through social networks. However, research suggests that people who consume their news media through social networks are less likely to have a face-to-face conversation about the topics and issues. Others have concerns about the re- reliability of information shared on the web.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like we were talking about before, some of the information on the web is not reliable. Do you find that because you share links and stuff that you don't have face-to-face conversations about news that you see?
Hmm.
Yes, or do you talk about it afterwards?
Mm, I I I don't
A little
understand.
bit confused? Okay. Here they say that um, people who consume, or which means to share,
Mm,
okay,
mm,
people who share their news media through social networks are less likely to have a face-to-face conversation about the topics and issues. Do you find that you have face-to-face conversations with your friends about the links that you share, or do you not?
mm.
Yes,
In
I
general, not. In general, not.
You don't? David, you do because you travel. When you travel, you do that, right? So you discuss and decide where you want to go. Yeah.
yes.
What about you, Iliam? Do you share? After you share, do you talk about the links that you share with your friends?
Mm, yes, some when well depends what new is, and
Mm-hmm.
it is interesting for us.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about for this topic.
Okay. So, where we talked about this, we talked about this, we did all of that. Okay. So talk about the pros and cons of reading news on social networks and write your opinion. Do you trust news on social networks? Try to write in full sentences using vocabulary from the lesson, okay? So use the chat box to try to write some information. Talk about if you think that social media news is reliable or not, and the good points and the bad points about it. So maybe write about 5 sentences, not a lot, okay? Use the chat box, please. You can quickly get. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so okay, it's a good paragraph there. Yeah, it's a good paragraph there, David. Oh, yeah, you sent the same thing twice.
Well, I sent private message. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Mm-hmm. Nikolai, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're not moving, so.
Mm.
What time is it for you, Nikolai?
Um, uh, 8:30 a.m.
Okay, it's early.
Early enough, and I came back to home at 2 p.m.
2
Wow.
a.m. this morning?
Oh,
Wow.
a.m. 2
He's been partying.
a.m. A little.
Mm-hmm. So you're not sober yet. You're still a little bit drunk, are you now?
No, 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 no.
Okay, yeah. You're right. So you get a lot more subjective news on social media. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's continue with this now. Source. Please read the screen below. Nikolai.
What source do you get your news from?
Post as in verb and post as in noun. David, please read both screens.
Post can be used as a verb, meaning to publish something in an online forum
Mm-hmm.
or social network. As a noun, it refers to something that has been published online. Did
Mm-hmm.
you read Mary's post yesterday morning? I decided to post the photographs from our trip to Thailand.
Mm-hmm. Reproduce. Iliab.
Reproduce. The ability to reproduce media online has led to great interaction with new stories.
Mm-hmm. Viral. Nikolai.
Uh, the news story went viral after it was shared online.
Mm-hmm. Privacy. David.
Okay. David doesn't share too many photos on social networks. He is concerned about his privacy.
Is that true, David? You're concerned about your privacy? And so you don't share
Yes,
that?
yes, of course, I'm concerned about it, the privacy. Yes.
What about you, Iliab? Are you concerned about your privacy online?
I don't like post all about for me.
Mm-hmm.
I am some conserv conservative.
Conservative? Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I don't like post like other person that post a photo when he eat or
Mm.
when she or he walk in the park. I don't like do these things.
Yeah. I think I agree with you because I mean sometimes you look and you see Instagram is just full of food. People just post pictures of their food. It's sad. Or even on Facebook, I'm eating this today. I'm thinking, why do I need to see your food?
Yes.
What about you, Nikolai? Do you post food?
Uh,
You do, don't you? Oh my goodness. Hmm.
a couple of times.
Okay, so did you post a lot of pictures of you last night?
No, no,
You were out? No?
no.
Okay. So are you conservative or are you a person who likes to share online?
Uh, I think that I not conservative, but I share uh, share very um, very often, not often.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You sometimes share.
sometimes share.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you mostly share with your friends and family or do you just generally share out there to anybody who can see it?
Uh, if I walk down the street and I see some funny situation or funny something funny,
Mm-hmm.
I take a photo and share. I
And you make a meme.
I don't like them. That's me. That's me. I don't like them.
Yeah, I get that. You don't do the like the egocentric share where it's
Mm,
just all about me. You like to post memes.
yeah.
Yeah? Do you know what a meme
Yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you like to do the memes. I like those. I like those ones. Anything strange and crazy, I would do that. I'd post those, but not about me. How about you, David? Do you prefer to post about you or do you prefer to post like memes, funny things that you see around when you walk
I
around?
prefer I prefer memes because
Memes.
2% thing I don't is like is a little weird.
Mm,
So
yeah.
I don't like post.
Yeah, I think it's strange when people just pick. I have a cousin who changes his profile picture at least 2 times a day. I
A
know,
lot.
it's crazy. Twice a day he changes his photo. And I'm like, why? He's like, he's keeping up to date. Okay, security. Please read the screen, David.
Oversharing your personal information on the internet can affect your personal security.
Hmm. And please read this screen, Iliab.
Check the source before you reproduce that suspicious link online. Are you concerned about online security? The tweet went viral after it was posted on the platform. Careful considering your privacy online is a necessity.
Mm-hmm. A necessity, yeah.
A necessity, yes.
Okay, so what do you do to protect your security online? Nikolai, what do you do to protect your security online?
I use strong passwords.
Mhm.
I use two-factor authentication. I
Mhm.
I use password managers and
You have a password manager? Wow, I don't even have that. I just go with whatever Google tells me because, I think, well, it looks strong. And then I don't know what my password is. Okay. David, what do you do to make sure that you are safe online
Uh, as,
for security?
maybe create a complex password, and if we chat online, maybe I usually use a nickname as a name. Yes,
Okay.
something like that.
What about you, Ilya? What do you do to protect your security online?
Sometimes I change my passwords
Mm-hmm.
once or twice times a year.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, about my what post in my social medias,
Mm-hmm.
um, I only use the privacy where that these photos only see my friends or my
Mm-hmm.
parents
Okay.
or my families. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Because like that's why I was asking before. Some people just post it to everybody on Facebook and see it, but there's the privacy options. You should choose those, instead of sharing your photos with the world. Okay. Social networks encourage their users to share as much as possible about what they like and things they get up to each day. So, I don't do that at all. I never hardly ever post. I have Facebook and Twitter and everything like that, but I should post, but I don't. So write a list of the advantages that come with the sharing so much of information online. Do you think um, when you share information online that you feel more connected with your friends and family or less connected? Do you have a better relationship or not? And is it easier to plan and organize? I know David said that he uses social media to plan and organize. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Any of you do that as well? What do you think, Nikolai?
I think social media uh, is very useful for some things. For example, if you live in another city, you can post photos of you, and your friends and family can look at you when they miss you, when they know up-to-date information about you, what
Mm-hmm.
happened, and some other things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you think it makes you feel closer to your family that way?
I think yes.
Okay. And what about you, David? Do you do this as well when you travel? Do you post a lot of pictures of what you're doing and where you're going?
And yes, but I post the photograph what I doing only share to my family. If
Mm-hmm.
I public the photo, if the photo I share public, I only share like a view or something, no person in this picture.
Mm. Okay. And um, do you think it makes your relationships better?
Yes, I think it could be better to our relationship with my family or my friend. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what about you, Iliab? Do you do the same or not?
Yes, I am the post public pictures, mm, like some place it's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or beautiful maybe, and this like photos that I share to all public. But when, for example, I have a in my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and I make a cake or a little party, I only share or post my photos with my friends or my families.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do that. That's the only time I might share food. I post pictures of food online for my birthday. I share my birthday cake and I say to people, here's the cake I baked for you. You can have a piece and I will eat it for you. Things like that. Okay. Objective. Please read the screen, Nikolai.
Uh, They undertook an objective study of the disease.
Mm-hmm. And subjective. Oh, sorry. David.
Personal taste is a subjective.
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 Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Please read the screen. Ilya.
Yes, internet privacy should be taken incredibly seriously. An objective study about grocery price was undertaken by the government. Your opinion is subjective.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you think you could respond to the people about internet privacy? Ilya. Well, we did this one. Do this one.
The second, social networks are meant to share connect with people that you care about. Do you think they are used for this purpose nowadays?
Mm. So in this time, when they started out, social networks were definitely just for people you care about. Do you think that people still do that now? Or do people use social network in a different way now? Ilya.
Uh, um, can you repeat? I don't understand. Sorry.
That's okay. So in here they say social network, when they were created, they were meant for sharing only with your friends and family.
Mm.
Yes. Is that what people today do with social network? Is that how they use it now?
No, okay. Not all people. It's not very common that the people do these things. I think some people prefer that all world know what happened in her life or
Mm-hmm.
his life, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not necessary, and it's some dangerous for your security, maybe.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, David, about people who post their photos of their holidays publicly on social networks so that anyone can see them?
See, holiday too. Anyone can see them. We post. Yeah, I think because recently this behavior kind of become a new job for this
Trend.
generation. Yes, so many people like you can run maintaining a blog and then you can get some profitable venture.
Mm.
So depending on who who posted this picture and what purpose.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Nikolai, what steps do you take? Or I should say, what steps do you think people could take to protect their online privacy? You talked about passwords. What else could people do to protect their online privacy, do you think?
Um, to to be more critical about information from sites that they visit, because old people, especially old people, could open some site and there are some banners. Oh, free money, click it, and they click, type phone or some information and download some malwares, and that soft block their computer, and you need to pay on
Yes. A lot of that. It's a lot. We call those
Th-
pop-ups. It's so annoying.
they
You
sh-
open a site.
they should not believe any information. They
Hmm.
should be more critical.
Yes. I'm constantly having to say to my mother, she goes, I saw this great website. You can do that. I said, listen, don't listen to them. Stay away from those websites. She goes, yes, but they say that I can do that, and I think it's a good plan. No, it's amazing. She's on the internet more than I am, which is scary. Hmm. What did you do? What's this one?
I'm trying to
One of
cook.
your Instagram posts. I unbelievable. Seriously, you
I,
post the pictures of you cooking. That's dangerous, Nikolai.
I, I'm,
Really.
I'm trying to put fish from that bank, and
From the
I
pot into the
and
and you drop the pot. You
and
drop the can in there.
and
Did you eat it?
no.
Okay,
I
Nikolai.
I wrote
I think
there are too much of iron in that soup.
yeah, I think there's much iron in this, people. What do you think, Eliab? You think Nikolai should eat these things? Is Nikolai cooking?
Oh, I think it's terrible.
A lot of iron. You have a very strong blood. Yes. Goodness.
Uh,
Hmm. So Nikolai, you plan to get married soon, right?
yeah.
Okay. I support you in this. So, you're giving a seminar on how to protect your online privacy. Prevent a short speech to your audience covering the following. I don't know if you can do that because we only have 9 minutes. That would be something you would need to plan and then talk. So do you think the use of social media networks is beneficial for humanity? What are the cons? Because we talked about some pros about using social media and sharing and stuff like that. What are some cons for using social media, David? Some bad points.
For bad points, if you social if you share too much your personal privacy on the social network, you might hurt not just hurt yourself, and you might hurt some other people because uh, you share what you share maybe your friend or your family doesn't like to share to
Mm,
other
yeah.
people. Yeah.
She might share information that other people think is private. They might not be impressed. What
Yes.
else? Yeah, what could happen if you some bad points about sharing on social media?
Well, I think the social media help to know or meet more people around the world or
Mm-hmm.
what happened around the world. But I think the problem is that we we are losing the ability for speak
Mm-hmm.
face to face, and it's more common to talk mm, on Facebook or WhatsApp or
Mm-hmm.
this kind of social media. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the when you stay face to face with other person or your friend or parents, I think the conversation it's not very fluency or good. Mm,
Because
that
of social media, you mean? Because people are busy sharing. For example, even when I'm in the same room with my son, I had to train him to actually talk to me because he says to me, Mom, I'm using Discord. I've added you on Discord. Now you have a profile. Send me a message if you want to talk to me. I'm like, we're in the same house. I have to message him and say to him, please come downstairs. Or please. He's a teenager. They're all
Ah,
crazy.
yeah,
Yes.
it is
So,
his headset.
yes. It's the best way to
It
communicate with him.
looks like a gamer looked headset.
Oh, he is. Yeah, you see, he's got the yeah. Mm-hmm. No, he's a YouTuber and he's got the whole microphone thing going on. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. No, I have these little tiny earbud things. He says to me, Mommy, these are noise canceling. They're better for you. Yes. Oh,
Okay.
oh yeah. Uh-huh. I'm like, I can hear it with my other headphones. No, no, these are better. Okay. I don't know. But look at this. Okay. In the chat, I left a message. You think that this could be a con of actually sharing on social media?
Mm,
I don't know.
stolen identity.
Yeah. If people, a lot of people, like we mentioned, you share with your private network with your family and friends, but some people post information for the world to see. Yes.
Mm.
And they might do that very often instead of posting privately. Somebody could steal your identity if you overshare. You understand what I mean by stolen identity?
Yes.
You understand, Nikolai
Mm-hmm.
and David?
Yes.
Yeah. So if somebody gets a lot of information about you, it's very easy for them to pretend that they are you
Yes.
because
Yeah.
they could look on your social media posts and learn about you that way, right? And then you have a problem.
Yes, I have a friend that uh, she have this problem.
Mm,
She post a lot of pictures for she,
mm-hmm,
and uh, 2 months ago she know that other person used mm, her information
mm-hmm,
and create other profile on Facebook
mm, mm-hmm.
to all information for my friend to my friend,
Wow.
and it's a several problem.
Yeah, it could cause a real big problem, especially for your job as well. They can do all kinds of things, right? I have a friend, this happened to him on his Facebook page. He left a message to say, listen, I haven't posted anything in months on my Facebook. If you see anything on my Facebook page, somebody has hacked my Facebook.
Yes.
You know? What?
It happened very often. In VK.com, my friends send me a message. Hi, I said hi. Nikolai, could you give me 100 of
Mm,
or
ruble,
the
dollars, whatever.
1,000 for tomorrow? For
Mm,
tomorrow, I will
mm.
I will
You give it back.
bring back.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
all time it was hackers.
Mm-hmm. It's scary when you think about it. Because if my friend asks me, I would say, yeah, sure, fine. I wouldn't think about it. You go, oh, send it to my PayPal, and they send a message. And it's
But
gone. That's your money
but
gone.
okay. They hacked account of my friend. They
Mm-hmm.
see our chat and
Conversation. Mm-hmm.
conversation, and they see that the last message was 4 years ago. How can I give him money? I didn't chat with him. I didn't know him.
He was sick in hospital all this time, Nikolai. He needs
Oh,
an operation. Mm, mm. Yes. Okay. So now, like we mentioned, security and stuff, right? So I think we did that more or less. So I would suggest, like I said, I always like to say to you, do the homework because it's practice for you. It's not for me to read later on. It's because you don't have a chance to use English on a daily basis. If you do, and use some of what we actually talked about today. You know, you could use this as a good topic for small talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Social media security, especially for work, because, you know, you can make sure that whoever you're doing business with is securing the information that you send. Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
that you
Yeah.
don't have a problem. Yeah. So use some of the vocabulary. Yeah. Write to your HR department. Remind them about how important it is. Or send out a general email to your company if you're an entrepreneur or you're working in that side of the field. Send a general email to remind people about their passwords and about risk that might happen on the internet that could cause the company money. Okay? So things like that. Okay? Do you have any questions about what we did today?
No?
No.
Okay? Don't forget, Nikolai, soon, get married soon. Don't eat that stuff. Okay? Don't eat
Okay.
that stuff.
Okay.
No. Okay. I hope to see you guys soon. Enjoy the
See
rest of
you.
your day. Bye for
You
Bye
now.
bye
too.
bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.